And we're on.
Alright.
Finally ready for TNT.
Yep.
Apparently the best game in the series. So.
Yeah.
I forgot Phoenix was in. Did someone turn that off?
Wait, what?
The crowd laughter.
Huff huff. Arg. How did I get into this mess? Arg, I killed a man. Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. It wasn't me. I didn't. For me. I didn't do it.
Phoenix.
Whoa, oops.
5 years earlier. Mia Fey. Second trial. Alright, new music.
It's finally time. I'm kinda nervous.
This is Grusberg. Who was this guy? Is it me? Who was Grusberg?
I don't
I
remember.
can't remember.
I forgot.
Well, Big, all to you, man.
He's dead.
He was dead.
Look at that mustache.
Where's
Big? They got Big's fucking
Big's gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I could have.
Alright, we can finally play the fucking game. Oh my god.
I'm sorry you guys. I'm sorry I made you guys wait.
I have a beard now, Big.
Fuck. You have a beard now?
I have a beard now. You took so long.
Hold on.
Why won't the
Could have
stream
gone through
unmute?
like. Could have gone through like 10 full 2-fort matches in casual.
K.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, Waffle.
Yeah. Alright, are we ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning.
Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're gonna get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed.
Go on my labels. Obviously haven't gotten the temperament of a lawyer, or to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. That's your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
The fuck did you do?
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see... I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Hi, Waffle.
Good morning to everybody. I don't know if I was giving. I was giving the
Young
regular
Phoenix.
voice.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia.
I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. Yup, it'll be fine. No problem. I can't sneeze.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's right. Like, the Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold.
I
That's what this master's
swear
for.
to God.
That's what the
My mom just
Oh.
called me. I swear to God.
I'm
Uh-oh.
done.
I'm done.
Good night.
Gross, you are fat. No, you are short.
Me at cheesy. I am going to lose it.
Your Honor, I was just being a little silly.
Your Honor, suck my nuts.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
Dude.
My doc says this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I'll save you.
Please let go of my shirt.
That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. That trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom.
Don't tell me.
It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. This time I'm going to win.
What trial was she in?
For my client and for myself.
Oh
Pain.
shit, April's birthday, let's go.
Alright.
Court is
New
now in
trial.
session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh fuck, who's pain?
Who's pain?
Cheesy!
Easy!
Stefan.
Oh. Alright, Rox, just go ahead.
What the hell?
Roxas's first speaking role.
I can't do his voice because I'll kill my own.
God. I don't even want to try, man.
I
Oh
can't.
boy.
I don't even
I can't
want-
do pain.
That person. Oh god.
Oh my. Like, I know what he sounds like. It's very high pitched. I can't do this. I will tame myself.
Someone gotta do it, come on.
I can't do it. I cannot do pain.
No.
Pain
I can't.
gives me pain.
What?
Cheesy. Saw him, man.
For
It's
the
like
love
pull
of
up-
God, someone try something new today.
I can't do pain, dude.
For
I
the
can't
love
do
of
hyper
God, someone
voices.
try something new today.
Alright, Vic, try some.
What am I supposed to do? Fucking like, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor!
Just do it like what Devious did. And just do like some nerdy ass voice.
Yeah. I just
I
made
can
mine
do it like
extremely
my-
nasal like this.
I can
It
like
kinda works.
recycle my Mo voice.
Oh, God. Not the Mo voice.
You sure you want to do that?
Are you sure you want to do that, Waffle?
I mean, it's good enough, right?
Good enough.
The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was going to be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossbird had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you?
Yes, well,
You... just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
Not with that hair.
Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a 4-year student for studying pharmacy. I don't fucking know.
Sounds like that he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
Rip.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police.
It certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Well, your reputation for sagacity is no earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will.
A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, was it? The cause, go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act
What?
up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good, hard look at the data in there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Gotta stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press tab here.
Now then, Will the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Hypothermia, of course.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
Shock field?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. I don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Nice hair, man.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all the weapons could be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. In the old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles is there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tab, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, was it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in the story.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Payne's face after seeing that Phoenix has pleaded the fifth.
True.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No. You meant what you did. What did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, achoo. I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swat.
But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you who it was. Achoo, cough, achoo.
Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. I admit I was, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Damn, what the hell? Phoenix toxic AF.
See, So you hardly knew the victim.
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer.
Looks like the judge understands.
Hmm. You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
cross-examination?
Right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now was a lie? A contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
That doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
But you... Dubious.
Good.
He was a good man while he lasted.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
And are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to that line of this questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Oh my god,
Give
he's
me...
already breaking down. Mia, you've made our client cry.
Let him! That P on that chest, that P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways.
Piss boy.
I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. it's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
Wait, Mr. Wright. You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How'd you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Stamina.
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, should I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this in the victim's hand? It's Cold Killer X.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Since the case of murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept it into the record.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, and ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Oh, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids.
Big has hemorrhoids.
I don't
Yeah.
have hemorrhoids.
What the fuck, bro?
Could have told us sooner, man.
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so he agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime of the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Cold. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and storage machines that run on high voltage electricity.
How fascinating. It sounds like he was quite the ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there are electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Why'd you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Damn.
Asshole. What the hell?
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of this death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
Not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Her testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there was one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... You're correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallowed killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? There is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
The umbrella.
Cheesy.
Umbrella.
Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. Achoo.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright is the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean?
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The paw print on the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I could only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order! That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg, whatever.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show's over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
But no, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright?
Yeah.
You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Justice
Miss
for
Fay.
all.
Hmm.
No matter what it is you have to say. I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright,
I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. It's my... Oh,
That
thanks. I can't skip this.
done.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, while absolutely convinced you are,
But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear, I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay. Won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you.
thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
oh, feels like
Go on.
Hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
The fuck?
When was this released? 2004?
Yeah.
Waffle?
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
Why isn't that a move in Marvel vs. Capcom?
I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
What
At
is
that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
Oh, at the time of the incident, a light might have been falling. What from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
It's fair. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination does not yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
I don't think it makes sense. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been...
Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did the umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye. What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well... This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Shut the fuck up.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella. No, he did not.
Why didn't you testify about that umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I'd mentioned that...
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No.
Order, order, order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know the matter of this umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No.
This here.
That's here.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
Can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
I can't wait to do another female.
You mad?
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. I...
It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy, you can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm starting to become a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle was filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
Certainly is a little bottle, alright.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
Damn.
By the way, Mr. Wright. The day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago. It wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Yeah, it was. But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see... Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help you, Yumiya. Well, looks like the recess is about over. You all better get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
Delectable meal.
Delish. Court will not reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have never been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
Can't believe he actually said that.
Not a witness. Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, then you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
Love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Oh,
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Fallhorn. I'm a junior in literature at the Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
behind.
No, the honor is all mine.
Well,
What?
we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
No fucking way. First the
What?
Harlem Shake, now this.
Sir?
They might have retranslated some lines since the collection did come out in like 2019, I think. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
First you had the Harlem Shake, and now this.
Is there something I can help you with?
Oh my fucking
You
God.
just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
More like Peony.
No, okay, well, I'm gonna call you Teeny from now on.
Peony. Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after the class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie died. All lovely and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But, I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So, you two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
You calling cheesy old?
I'm very old. What's the problem, Roxas?
You're old. Even your forehead's balding.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes?
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Peony never did such a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never.
Miss Fey, I would not allow you to badger this witness. I believe that the defense is engaged in the fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
Why?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment. When I did not see the moment. It didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual either. Snap. Ooh.
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct?
Yes. That's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
I'm deaf.
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
It was just beginning to let up. But it seems as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor? As you can see, there weren't any contradictions in their testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now is complete bullshit.
Lightning. Crazy.
Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
What kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defendant defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
Please.
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day of that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Payne. What is this evidence?
This affidavit.
Sounds right.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching a severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They are planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
However, there is still one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the case of the severed cable?
Your Honor... I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right into Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. That was correct. Didn't agree either.
That's supposed to be.
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into the far pole, and he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order! Order in the court.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have done it.
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
Whoa.
What the?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
I'll kill ya.
I'll kill you!
I'll kill you.
The truth is, Teeny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeny caught up and crashed him in from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So, after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that was when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge,
Yes?
would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't. What you did is just called
Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. Well, forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on. Alright?
Damn, Judge.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
This chick
Stand
really is
down.
in school.
My god.
Judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
Eat gas station sushi.
What the fuck?
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Fey?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain that to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order in the court. What is this all about?
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Fey. Is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer?
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fey. Now then, Miss Fey. Let's have it. Who is the real killer?
Phoenix Wright.
It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you?
It is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed. Wow. 10 minutes passed between the time of the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order! Order! Miss Fey! Well, I mean, what? That is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Scream.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fey? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fey? This is a very serious...
Your Honor. Please, I have something I want to say. That's you.
You! What is it?
Please. Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
What the... Are you daft? Daft Punk?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fey. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Are you daft?
Are you deaf?
Death.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, smack his nuts. Grab that man.
Arr. What you? Leave my Dolly alone. That's you, cough.
This man becomes an attorney.
What the fuck is this?
Udis.
Nah, boy.
Angry bird. He's got
Tim.
himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I've arrived at just in the nick of time.
Like you were helping anyways. Oh,
I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Suspect was Dahlia.
Diego Armando!
Oh! Yo, what the fuck?
Oh!
He died.
Ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. What poison was found in the vicinity? Unclear. Damn.
Who was that again?
Godo.
Godo.
Oh.
Diego is Godo. You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh! What? Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation.
He was a very lucky man.
Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor,
May I interrupt you for a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yeah, don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand.
Hmm.
That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, but please go ahead.
How could you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to free her is ridiculous. This is all too much for little me to bear.
I believe that girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor? The defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
You're ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Feeny.
Feeny.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court.
Sorry.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of youth, go get her.
Feeny weeny.
Weenie. The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Winnie was not only an art student, he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
Reading?
Questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well, young lady. I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I've come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of the cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy.
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in this incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable. If it's true, then...
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, would not...
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just gotta stay in the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh. You've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit
Shut the
or my
fuck up,
hemorrhoids.
dude.
Shut up about your hemorrhoids, Grosper.
I think his
Jesus.
hemorrhoids are on fire,
Ugh,
big.
I think he's
Grossberg.
going to die. True.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Pharmacy place. What was that place called?
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Defense suddenly feels stronger.
Mia, you're glowing with the true lawyer's aura. This man, that proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Changed to fucking Nigel Thornberry for like a minute there.
Smashing!
Why is he like that?
Smashing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Miss Swallow. Or Mr. Swallow. Lesbian. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, seems you've had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You.
Order. Could it be?
But basis.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you would need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence or we'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
I know exactly what it is.
The delectable meal.
Yeah. The body conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse this young lady of committing the murder. Where is the container that the poison was carried in?
Really?
It's the
It
first
was the
case.
Cold Killer X.
It's the delectable meal.
Ah!
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The date that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Yummy meal inside.
No!
Order in the court.
5-hour energy.
On behalf of Dolly, I object. Hey, Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Dumbass.
Dumbass. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Ugly ass bitch.
Whoa! I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she. Oh wait, I guess I'm sorry. Please give it back.
She's very hungry.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No, that's a lie.
Shut up.
He's getting away.
Bailiff! After him!
He fucking knocks you unconscious.
Mia! Are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
Boy, you went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone!
What? That's terrible!
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
It's okay, just give back the necklace.
I ate it!
Yummy meal.
What?
You what?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but
Ew!
yeah. Ugh. Ah,
What the?
I have lead poisoning.
What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
There's not enough in
As
it.
for the poison, like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's alright, Ricky. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do.
Fucking falls over and
And
dies.
it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Ugh. Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright.
I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow, bruh.
My face.
Hey, it's none of your fucking business.
Damn.
You're lying. Oh shit. Stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Why?
I'm done.
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous! There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is... The defendant is...
Miss Fay, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stored poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore...
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah. Me?
That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that was how things worked out. But, let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact... you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how could that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear on it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was... the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence is missing for a long time. There's just one big problem. Although she had got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
I mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true.
Feeny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
You'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniffling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne? What's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntarily witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nazi old hag to finish up already. Gone.
Can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia! You kept on pushing without any evidence. You could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No.
Hey,
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Because you're old.
Well,
Fuck
Miss
up.
Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. To be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly.
Stupid woman.
Is it the opinion of the court that there's already been enough discussion? Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's paper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar.
He's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
the umbrella!
The umbrella.
Eat this second yummy meal.
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X? Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
I am really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was pulling the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right, she did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to be with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized they can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow.
In shock, total awe.
True.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking... God.
Monkey?
And you
You fat, you ugly, and you stink, monkey!
Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne. This cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Eat this pills.
Eat these pills.
Pills here. Oh my god. Malice.
Do you think you've won yet? Well, do you, Mia Fey?
Soul Shatters
That's
player.
just fine.
That is so true.
For the time being, victory is yours.
For the time being?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Hmm?
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Yes.
I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Grin.
It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I'll believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this normal pills?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said.
Oh.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
Well, you see, yeah.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
I'm good.
Cheesy transformation.
My hair is
Damn, he really mauled
Oh
him.
my god, he's molding.
No.
Cheesy
Molding.
transformation.
True,
He's
he's wearing a
molding
green
him.
suit.
Molding
Oh
him.
my god.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but it's not surprising. And there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Faye,
Yes, Your Honor?
is it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Balding bitch. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. My dear Dolly. That's you.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Here.
This court is adjourned. That was a long trial.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't that long.
Here, can we take like a
You know
bathroom break
what
here?
was long? How fucking long.
Right now?
Yeah.
I won't finish this.
Ah. Welcome back.
Big.
Mia, you are wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
In the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Vesuvius. Can you shut up about your hemorrhoids?
think
Mr.
he-
Grossberg, do you, maybe think you can stop talking about them?
Rather rude.
Okay.
Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Congrats.
Thanks. You know, I was thinking,
Go on.
the Dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, Dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says that I'm the most grown up.
What kind of company does this guy keep?
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying.
That's what I keep saying.
But I thought you were.
Something to say.
But I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye? A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Rip. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned, and I managed to save my friend.
Sorry,
But
butts.
Mia had passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. The memories that I thought I would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day. Yeah.
Well, that was a pretty neat case to start out with.
Real.
Real.
With the long nose.
Go no.
I want to check something. I want to check. Oh fuck! The time is 1 a.m. I can't pause. Beep beep beep.
It's a bomb.
Dude, Mario Kart.
What the fuck? Detective, we made it. Whew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh shit! It's
What? You said it. Would you mind opening the safe? I don't even know who's speaking here.
I'm pretty sure it was this gumshoe. Oh my fucking god, that code. Samsung users.
True. So what do you want to check?
Directions
I
going for
want to check the Justice for All case art.
All right.
Yo, Lupin. Out front, guards, turn the searchlights.
Dude, this is like.
Better luck
Fancy
next time,
Feast.
gentlemen. No, it's like Lupin. Shut the fuck up.
Gentlemen
What
like
the
the
fuck,
spy.
Batman? Goku. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. What the fuck? Bye.
He
Bye.
died.
Bye.
He went. He
We
went.
shall
I'm
meet
ahead.
again
Died.
when the next moon is full.
Dude, it is Persona.
Oh my god.
Persona 8.
Me laughing.
Can you pause now?
That's amazing.
Maya!
Get a load of this Hornus's ass.
Get a load.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
I want to see like the case art if there is any I can look at. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's just these guys.
Yeah.
Tiny.
I want to see these guys again.
Oh, I haven't seen these in a
Face.
while.
I think these
These
ones
are
are the
good.
best, honestly.
These are like
Yeah.
very, very, very good.
Grab.
Wow, this one kind of fucking
Ooh.
sucks compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
But Rise from the Ashes is the best case in the game.
They just kind of put renders there.
It's such a good case, though.
It really is.
It's long AF.
It's long as fuck, but it's good as fuck.
Me,
Hey,
Hey.
you look old.
me.
One.
Are
Who's
you
this?
listening to me? Can you clean the toilet later? This is important.
What are you freaking out about now?
Today will be the last time you talk to me that way.
Huh?
We're about to hit the big time.
Big time. And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are.
Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello? Oh fuck! I don't remember.
That sounds right.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Mr. Nick.
Oh, so you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway?
Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster? Rain Village, isn't it?
That's right, our hometown. Trillion mine, that
I'm
is.
dead.
What's this about treasures from the boonies?
Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight.
I
Tonight?
am.
What about tonight?
Tonight! Tonight! I did not expect to see fucking correct up pot and then my smug ass face in the bottom.
The Treasures of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes.
That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick?
You don't look any different.
Same Maya, different day. She's wearing the same exact clothes as she. This young lady here is Maya Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. Rip.
I'm done.
Rip.
I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's. Oh,
I've been the one who's keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes.
actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character.
Hey, who are you calling shady?
And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help you in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
Karain
Rock.
Village is the home of the mysterious Karain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Karain School of Channeling's master.
If I see her, I'm gonna cry.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright.
Earth to Nick. How long are you going to make make two gorgeous women like us wait?
Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't have a choice. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Wait, what does it look like? What does
You
it
don't
look
get
like?
to see.
Oh, like a
Maya.
When they see it.
When they see it.
Lordly
Wait.
Taylor.
I want to see it again.
Maya.
When will they realize that it's Mia's ashes?
Oh god.
Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Damn.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fave Manor storeroom.
oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl.
On a family heirloom?
Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse.
Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. Look at this. There's just a bunch of old urns. Are those really treasures too?
Of course they are. That is a treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasurer's age? No wonder nobody likes museums.
You're old, Mr. Nick. Aren't you a treasure?
I'm
I
getting
wonder
some
what I've
deja
seen
vu
this
here.
before.
Oh yeah. Wait a fucking minute. Oh no, I think it's coming up. It's coming up. You guys see that thing over there? Oh no. Yep. This is a basement warehouse, all right.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Furley. I'll protect you.
Must not big FNAF joke.
Gumshoe? I think.
Who?
Oh,
Keep
Mr.
going.
Right.
Yeah! A monster! You were right.
Huh? A monster? What?
Adrian!
Adrian!
Good evening. It's good to see you again. You? I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss.
Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly?
Adrian.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here.
Look at my
Silence.
badge.
There you go.
Look at my badge.
I have a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now. It's not true.
I think what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to me, thanks to the badge. It was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking.
No way, Maya.
Wrecked. Ladder. Here it comes. Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions,
What the
Nick.
fuck? It's just a ladder. Calm down.
It's just a ladder.
Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation somewhere?
It's just a ladder.
It's just a fucking ladder.
It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Right?
Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you freaking out on me?
What? I thought it'd just be more dramatic if I got worked up. That's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that would needle pearls further. Mr. Rat was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nook of Samurai case.
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory,
Oh
Nick?
my god,
No,
she's throwing
God.
shade.
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I thought the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lodi Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums.
Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there's some priceless treasures here. Security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making?
I feel like they're not highly trained. It's gonna be like Meekins.
It's gonna be
Oh,
like
that'd be-
Meekins and Gumshoe.
No, it's no. It's gonna be Meekins and the butt.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Those are like the only two incompetent people I can think of.
What the fuck?
Statue.
Mystic Maya, take a look to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right?
Oh yeah, it's not supposed to say Mia. It's supposed to be Ami. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. I remember now.
Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Kerrang Channeling technique, Ami Faye. This statue is unknown from one of the training halls of the Fae branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. What's that creepy-looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue.
That thing is the carrying... Cheeto? I don't fucking know. Big!
Shido.
It's
Shishido.
ceremonious, though. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
Oh, phooey. I wanted to cut something.
Oh, I wonder.
What are you eyeing me for?
Do it.
Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together?
Ooh, I like this and that. Dine. It sounds so fancy.
Okay, Maya.
Cafe meal. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and eat something and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner?
Dinner.
Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. Ugh. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Arg, ouch, murder, ow.
Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're just cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm gonna turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of a renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mask the Mask? Wait, what?
Did he say phantom thief?
Dude.
According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to discovering the toilet.
Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think...
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask the Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean's secret urn was stolen.
What?
What was that?
Oh, that was powerful.
I'm showing that to Magic when this is done. Oh my god.
What?
You scream.
Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn?
Oh my
It's
god.
only the most important treasure in Korean village. That's all.
Phoenix, you dumbbell.
Look, it's right here on this poster.
Don't show it again.
My face.
Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ami Faye, the founder of Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly?
Hello again,
Yes,
W.
that's right. Hold up.
Bum 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 dun 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 dun.
I thought that the urn had the name Ami written on it.
Oh my fucking god.
Now it's decided. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well... There's something I've left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
Pearls.
That's right! 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be a very important clue in that case. Thanks.
Earn.
Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's heads. So let's see what next.
What is wrong with you, Nick?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what's Nick? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Does that even bother you?
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the current school of channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. Why won't you say you don't?
Hey, okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go find the bad guy who did this. Yeah! And get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Man, oh man, there's no knowing its prose fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
Mask de mask. Nick, take a note of it. Mask de mask. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
Hold on, is he? Please be in here. Damn it! I was hoping I could see that ugly motherfucker. Me? 1 year ago, the murder in Karain village. A man was killed during one of my spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved their innocence.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not killing Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. This urn used to say Ami on it.
Oops.
No! Until Pearls accidentally broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her glowing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now it says, instead of Ami, it says I am.
And no one has noticed?
I can't believe no one's noticed until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
No one gives a shit. Gumshoe.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to that bad guy.
But it doesn't look it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh?
Gumshoe.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal.
Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no. Not him again.
Is our code back? What the hell?
It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here any...
Alright, we got it. Why don't you do kiss and makeup already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try and remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick.
Dick.
Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again too, I guess.
Mr. Detective, it really is gonna be that, isn't it? Can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're just trying to remember my name, Anna. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask de Mask.
I know about that too. Detective, can you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong.
Shit.
That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace Detective?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask the Mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask the Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. Underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And despised. He only goes after the finest of works, pal. Last night was his 5th heist.
Just says I am like.
Floyd Taylor
It's not that
could
good.
have caught him this time.
It's fucking broken. Why does he want it?
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the secret urn?
Of course I did.
If anything, it's empty.
The guy out. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So, why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask de Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that's impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh?
I don't think it's Meekins or Butts.
So what's this calling card?
Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
It's Mask de Mask's singular emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if the calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess.
Basement. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know?
Cold.
This is like the ace detective guy.
No thanks.
We'll read this.
Nothing.
Alright, big.
Bro,
I'm tackling
Actually,
Pearl.
I might be able to, depending on what this guy
Is this
looks
guy
like.
like the long nose guy I saw in the cover art thing?
I think.
Oh God.
Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean?
Oh,
it is this guy.
oh,
It is this guy.
He wants to be Igor.
Nah.
no.
Welcome.
Kid.
Actually,
He was a
I think I can.
magnifying glass.
Yeah, what?
He doesn't have a monocle. It's a fucking
It's a
magnifying
fucking
glass.
magnifying glass.
Yeah, he's an ace detective, Cheesy. That's how you can
I
tell.
want to punch him in his nose.
Damn, what the hell did Drew ever do to you?
Gonna break his
You're from
nose.
Igor to
And fucking
Gru.
bone's gonna go straight into his skull. And he's
Morals.
gonna die instantly.
I could try a shitty accent here.
Just do like Skeletor voice. Perfect.
I can either do that or British. Okay.
Got a fucking magnifying glass on his head. I think.
I think his long nose makes it a Skeletor voice.
I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh! Silence!
Oh shit! Stop!
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
Stop! Stop!
No, I really don't want that magnifying glass.
I think he sees everything. What do you see?
I think it's like his eye.
Svari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's scary. How did you know that?
Sorry, Phoenix.
What skill?
Look at him.
What skill?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams.
Please need this guy.
What is he talking about? I think he needs to be put into an insane asylum.
Put him in the psych ward.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. Should I make this guy the spy?
And introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me.
Dude, that's so funny. Look at him.
Ace detective.
Ass detective.
Oh! Hi.
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
The name's right. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm done. Alright,
That's
game
the
over.
game, guys. That's the game.
See ya.
Roll credits.
I'm Maya Fey.
A spirit medium.
And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Ace 9-year-old.
Get off the game.
Excellent. That's not the spy. Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy?
Show
Yeah.
your badge.
So are you really as famous as you say?
But of course,
Oh.
for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone that was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am master of the Velvet Room. Dude, this is Persona 5.
This is Persona 5.
I am Mask the Mask's archenemy. The ace detective, look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
Is this a fucking ruler of everything edit, but with Franziska von Karma?
I have been personally on the heels of the villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I have thwarted some of his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask the Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Ugh, I hope this guy doesn't have a lot of lines.
Yeah, I fell asleep while watching Persona 5, sorry. Can you repeat that, please? Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I have retrieved for them, it's not much.
So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask the Mask. And keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here, in Lordy Taylor?
Naturally, wherever the mask goes, you will find the Atme laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps? More like the mask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway.
But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between the aces.
That'll really get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask the Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
That's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him. Alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go for the police for help?
The police is for bitches. Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away.
I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Like the spy.
I am the spy.
Oh
Corn
my
seal?
god.
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
What?
Anyways, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance.
Danganronpa.
True! Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
I was literally just thinking that. But, but that's impossible! How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night,
What?
I'm so confused.
our
What's that
precious urn
line?
still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That line like made no sense.
Yeah. I think there may be a few mistranslations here and there.
That's just not possible.
Yeah, nothing can get under his nose.
Master Mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right?
Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals.
I don't know if I really want this guy to like us.
Ever.
Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not sure I would say that
That's right. We're going to find the secret urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delight?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
He looks like an electric type gym leader.
Wait a minute.
True.
He's gone.
Now I can drink juice box.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind.
I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
Bugs. Kate.
That pathetic looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on here.
I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
God damn.
What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been
Fuck.
That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of the Fey Manor. There was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it.
Or Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if the mask had taken the box, too.
Asshole.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Cheeto. It's literally 7 branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. Wow, it's pretty heavy.
One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it said like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
Origami.
Gun.
You're right.
Awesome, Pearly. I didn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something.
maybe Detective at me smashed him. Damn. Masked the mask with it. Like this.
Ouch! What the fuck?
What do you think, Furley?
I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my head. My hair! His hair.
Brr.
Me. We'll come back to that.
Hey, Furley, do you know what this is? It's a computer.
Ah, computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It was such a cute name.
It looks like this computer is restoring data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that the detective set up.
Let's see what we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of the mask.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you're so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night.
Look at what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
Didn't do that.
Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed this a color this outrageous.
But the paint has already dried up.
Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was split or spilt. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be.
Man, I wonder. Oops.
Miss.
This statue of Mistigami is so cool.
I want a gold statue myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey,
Where's
it's
my gold
right,
bar?
Echo. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mistigami. Was this where it was last night?
No.
I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Hard.
Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Hello, Phoenix right here. Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe's dead.
Devious
I was
is dead.
getting another juice box.
Just boy.
It's me, Gumshoe.
Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny?
Well, I'm snapping a picture of something. I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. The Shrigma male. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep. I love seeing the same stock portrait reappear over and over.
Yeah.
Finally caught him, lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask? The Mask.
Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him.
The mass surrender?
That's great! So when can we pick up the secret urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you. Mask to mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
The detention center, huh? Bye.
No.
Oh, I'm going to the fucking place first. Fuck that.
I'm done.
Gumshoe.
Devious?
Devious, wake up.
Done.
We all miss you.
Wake up. Oh, fuck, my head is killing me.
Must have more juice. Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center.
You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep. After all, we got masked to
Right, but, so where's the secret urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick.
Yes?
If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me?
But anyway, I have to get the secret urn back.
Please, don't just ignore me! Oh my god.
Hello,
Cool.
Big.
Okay, of course.
Alright, Big. Big, it's you.
Alright.
Who are you?
Mask. The mask. Okay.
Hey, Nick. Does he look kind of, well, gangly?
What does that mean?
I'm Ron Daylight, the famous mask. Mask.
This guy could punch his way out of a white paper bag.
What
Damn.
games do you mean?
Look at my bed.
So, you're the mask guy?
Yes! You bet! No. That's wrong. See, it's
How is
complicated.
How is he doing that?
Sorry, yes.
What the
Sorta
fuck
know.
is
You
this guy?
know
What
what
the
I mean.
fuck is this portrait?
He's stretching his neck.
Makes
don't know.
no
Friday
sense.
Friday Night Funkin' character.
True.
So, what happened to the text?
I think he's getting quieter or something. I don't know.
You know what I mean.
What's wrong?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Well, when I say wrong, what I really meant to say is that it's not right, per se. See, it's not spelled mask de mask, it's actually mask star de mask.
What's with this guy?
Please slap him.
He's a timid little weakling. We know that much.
He's got that Apollo face. Never
Don't
mind.
Do that. Look at me like that! I don't need your pity!
And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because, well,
I know why. He's still such a priceless treasure.
And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn?
I have a little favor to ask.
Yes? What is it?
Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi? Is that your wife? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. And maybe not. Oh, can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people.
Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what you just said, especially the last part.
Mr. Damask? Do you think you could, speak up a little bit?
Yes, sir, I will. I promise. Maybe not. See, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I can't really do anything.
Mr. Demas? About the urn.
Oh, yes, the urn. Right. Oh wait. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already. Just tell us straight.
Please don't yell at me. Hi. I'm sorry. That urn. I lost it.
What?
Oh my fucking god. What'd you just say? Did you say you lost it?
Yes. No.
Holy shit! I
Maybe
fucking
so.
hate
I mean,
this
yes,
guy.
I lost it.
I
What do
hate
you
him so
mean?
much. Please
Uh,
purposely
you know,
fail this court case if you're against him.
I
Or
lost-
if you're with him.
Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know?
What? You forgot our secret urn on a train?
Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that?
Oh, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway. I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where.
This guy's story is more surreal than the Dali painting.
Salvador.
Oh,
Are you really sure this creep is the mess?
Maya, don't call him a creep. But I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So, who is this Desi person?
Please don't talk about my wife like that.
I was right.
Jesus Christ. What fucking woman married him? Jesus Christ.
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. You think you could go visit her at my hideout?
Hideout?
Mr. Nick? What does he mean by a hideout?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I meant to say my secret base.
Secret base?
Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor.
Let's go have a look, Nick. The mess. Hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Bye, my mouth. Dumbass bitch.
Bye. Lol, bye.
What the fuck?
Guns! What the hell?
That's dangerous.
Wow.
When you get them
Check this
right
place
out
out.
of here.
No doubt about it. This is the mess. Hideout, alright.
Is that you running? Who is this?
I haven't heard this theme in a while.
It's another woman, Roxas.
I associate this fucking character with a lot of heart, dude. This theme, I mean, not the character theme. This theme.
So
I should give her
true.
the same voice I do for Lala.
Don't.
Do it.
No.
Pussy.
I need water, dude. My head is gonna kill me.
Fucking already
Do your
voicing
best imitation
my,
of Roxas.
What?
do your best impersonation of Roxas.
Alright, you can fucking do it then.
No.
Go ahead. What's the character? Pussy! You pussy! Huh?
There, he's sleeping already. I knew he was a fucking sloth.
Alright, Cheesy, go ahead, dude.
Gee, go ahead.
The stage is yours.
Cheesy.
I'm posting a video in general.
Huh? Who are you people? Are you Dusty the Light?
That's what I missed.
That's right. I don't fucking know how to pronounce this shit. The fuck? Big, help me.
Cheesy, you got this. You're French, right?
Big, help me.
Please look at this video.
Is Big even here?
But
They fucking like disappears.
Oh god, what the fuck is this?
what is Bart? What happened?
Oh,
Oh my
god,
God.
Simpson.
Oh,
Simpson. no.
over. Oh,
Simpson. Whatever. Why do their eyes move?
oh.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
Marge.
So Donnie, what are you doing?
I love the fucking logo at the beginning and then Bart.
Is Big here? Big?
I think he
Big?
died.
I know it's like desire.
Call it dysentery.
Okay.
That's right, I'm Desire. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband posed to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Venus Wright, attorney at law.
Why'd you say it, Venus, right?
Nicky boy.
Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? Can't tell you how grateful I am you decided to help my Ronnie.
Well, you're starting to sound like Marge. You're
True!
welcome.
Did you really call me Nicky Boy?
Oh,
About your husband.
whoa, that's what I come back to?
Yes.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit meek sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know that they mentioned Maya on TV?
Huh? Really?
They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady trading at a law office now. Remind me not to watch the channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it'd be a good, I fucking hate my life, man. I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer. I don't know what advice do I give her, man. I can't do it.
I'm fucking speaking.
To meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible.
Huh? But are you saying he didn't?
Wait a minute.
Of course
You
he
guys
didn't.
look at the dressing table back there. Wendy
Uh-oh.
Oldbag's helmet and backpack.
Uh-oh.
Or like costume.
Oh, did you
Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know.
possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life.
Oh,
Blow up a
excitement,
building.
huh?
Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle was like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? Well, I think it depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action.
No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself.
I think after this like set of interactions, I should probably cut it.
Yeah, I don't know how much more I can do because my
Sam.
head is really making it hard to
Getting
focus.
really tired.
I'm getting tired of my
Get rid
head.
of that. He's definitely not one for those in danger. But I do have to say, he makes up for it in other ways.
Oh, this voicing is giving me a headache.
Other ways. Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high maintenance wife.
So
Are
where
you a
does
high
it-
maintenance wife, Roxas?
I'll kill ya.
Code word for yes.
So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from?
Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1 in the morning. 1:30.
Yeah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over.
Pulled over?
Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes. Anyways, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight?
I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Oh, that's it, I think. Yeah.
Alright.
Damon.
Ugh.
Well then,
Cheesy's the murderer.
She's
you're crazy.
Crazy.
Feel big.
Damn.
What? I'm not dead.
Sorry, Big, you're dead.
Hey.
In peace,
Lol.
big.
Rest in peace. He died.
He was a good man.
No, I don't want to be dead.